What's up, friends? This is Manni, and let's combine old technology in the game with a new technology, the Cryptic Redeemers, as a bit of an older weapon on the new Curie robot that is currently dominating the game with its way too short cooldown before bringing the turrets and its extra HP back into the game. Something that we see all too often in war robots, but I think if you slap a bit of an older weapon onto it, it will still remain powerful, but at least not quite as broken. Now, let's go in and show some disrespect to 3 freaking Crisis Reapers there, because I have the quantum radar drone Seeker on it. I see everything in stealth within 350 meters, which happens to be exactly my weapon's range, and so I can just come in, phase shift through the worst things and destroy 3 creeper setups in a few seconds. I did get myself killed in that regard as well, but I feel like it was worth it for an intro to this video. So, this is the Curie we're running right here, ladies and gents. We also have the legendary pilot for it, and again, the drone. So, let's go and have some fun. In the first match, by the way, this is the one you're seeing already, we're going to win a fight by spawn raiding the enemy indefinitely until they have no more robots to spawn, and we're gonna win this team deathmatch round in 25-2, I believe. This is one of those videos I recorded a little while ago and then cut to interesting action pieces for you and make post commentary, so it's not live recorded. That's why I'm already knowing what the outcome of this battle is gonna be. But I've already recorded a couple of live battles as well for the next videos. But yeah, so let's run in and show you what these old 2 Cryptic Redeemers can actually still do in the game. Obviously, these turrets from the Curie robot are incredibly powerful as well, dealing a ton of damage. The 2 Redeemers do more damage than that, thankfully, but at the same time, they have to reload. The Curie turrets don't. They come back and fully reloaded every time you have, you set them up, and they will deal a lot of damage. So that is a crazy thing. And again, here phase shifting through the salvo of the Reaper Creeper. Also quantum radaring the OMG robot out of the air, right? Because again, I have that Seeker drone, an incredibly useful drone. It gives us more HP. It applies counter suppression and counter blinding, depending on the weapon's range you're getting shot from. And of course, it provides that quantum radar. See, it's right now it's 20-1. When was the last time you've seen that? Not with a full pre-made bomber squad, but we're actually just playing random. 6 versus 6, everybody's random, there's no crazy squad going on, it's just random players, and the outcome is like this. I'm not sure if I've ever seen this, to be honest. Here the OMG enters into stealth, but me and my turrets are both having a ton of fun with him in the meantime, and he can realize that there is no really running away from this. Also, one of the Curie turrets locks the enemy down, right? Or do both of them do it? No, I think one of them locks the enemy, right? Yeah, so that is interesting. 23-1. So far it looks like it's going to stay that way, because the enemy team is really running out of robots very quickly here. And can you imagine, this enemy team has gotten 1 kill. Just 1 kill, that's all they got. It sounds ridiculous, but it actually is true so far anyways. Now they're spawning a Newton robot, Titan, and I can set up my turrets because they fire, I think, at 500 meters range, and against big targets such as Titans, they actually hit very accurately even at that range. We did lose 1 more player, so the Newton just lifted 1, killed 1. Typical Newton thing, right? And that way they ended up with with 2 kills. Holy smokes! So let's go in and have a bit of a longer fight here. This is one till the end, where I fight until the end of this match. Just this one Curie, where other players are playing Titans and so on. I'm gonna stick to the Curie. Let's see how much damage we can do. With one Cryptic Redeemer Curie played till the end, and with as much of my skills as I can put into the game, okay? So I know there's an enemy Curie in front of me, so I'm popping the turrets right over him. This is awesome, because he's getting dropped. Look, he's getting dropped to last stand already, and he can't even fight me back, because I was able to send my turrets falling in front of him. He cannot teleport them up onto the ledge in front of him, right? So he just had the next set of turrets. You see them running. I know his turrets drop into 1. I'm adding my turrets, and now that his additional bonus health drops, I'm immediately focusing him. The Crisis and the Curie entered into a phase shift to stay alive. It didn't work for the Curie, but it did work for the Crisis robot, though. And now it's back here in the center, controlling the battlefield from here. Very important position. One that I wish my team would occupy more often. I don't know how and why, but I end up getting like 3-on-1 so often under that building, in that bridge part, because I feel like I have to get that center beacon. It's the most important part to control on this map, but apparently my team does not feel the same way. And the enemy team, however, knows what to do, so I get myself whooped pretty often like this, but not this time. The Curie is powerful enough to stay alive. I mean, right now 440,000 health. Now the turret will drop, it's down to 200,000, and with 2 Ophions being really mad at me, I'm almost dying here, losing probably already my legs and stuff, but you press the ability button and there you are, back to 500,000 health. This is crazy. Also, after the bonus health, it seems like the Curie keeps some of that bonus health for himself. I don't quite understand it, because sometimes it seems you press the bonus health and at the end of the ability you end up exactly what you had before, and another time you end up with more than you had before. And I don't quite understand what exactly is causing this, or how exactly it works. I probably have to play the Curie some more, because I made one video when it was new on the test server, then one when it was new on the live server, and now this is probably my 3rd video. And in between I never really played it, because I felt like it was too powerful and yeah, unfair. But again, with the Redeemers, this thing still is too powerful and probably unfair, but at least it's not you know, the same level as if I was to put 2 Brisant shotguns on it. I think those are the heavy ones, right? The Brisant shotguns, I mean, they're incredible in their damage output. I haven't tried it with the Liming and Feng Bao. Which one is the heavy? Liming? I haven't tried it with this one yet. I would imagine it runs very powerful as a brawler, but you will have to get so close to the enemy to make use of of that weapon setup. So I'm not sure if it's a good setup. Maybe something we can test going forward. If you like me to make a video about this, I can. Tell me in the comments, please. But if you were to ask me for my opinion before I played it, I think it's okay, but not the best thing you can put. Simply because you have that incredible range disadvantage. Liming, Feng Bao, those weapons are awesome for teleporting robots, Scorpion, Shenlu, and so on, but for things that have to physically walk to the enemy, maybe a Lynx. I can picture a Lynx running it very well, because it's very fast, it's stealth to cross the distance, right? The Curie, yeah, maybe too, because you are very fast after deploying the turrets, and you have bonus health to cross the distance and even get shot in the process without really suffering from it so much. So yeah, I guess the Curie could do it too. It's one of the robots that can do it. But teleporting with those weapons is probably better. So I guess a Revenant would be able to do it as well. Revenant would probably make good use of these weapons too. Only problem with the Revenant is he can't teleport back when he needs to, right? So you have to commit to that attack. If you jump into the base, there's 4 guys, well, that's it for you. So, that was 1 match till the end. Let's see. That was 7 million damage, 12 kills, right? Not bad. Pretty decent run. And let's run this map almost till the end. I do get destroyed at the very end. Yeah. Let's show you how much it took to make that happen for the enemy team. One thing we can also try, an idea that I've seen and I've wanted to do for basically since the robot came into the game, was to equip 2 Ansels to it and see how much of a tankiness we can add. However, the Ansels are not Aegis shields, and that's the problem, right? Ansels only block a few weapons, actually, and most weapons nowadays actually bypass. Pretty much everything I'm getting shot by right now would bypass. Yeah, I mean everything that literally was getting shot at there. So I would sacrifice 2 heavy weapons and I will get shot by 90% things still. My shields are not helping against it, so it's a tricky thing, right? And I think the Ansel should have long ago become an Aegis shield, simply because you're sacrificing something extremely valuable for it, and the game's meta has changed and shifted towards a heavy base of energy weapons, so the defense system should have changed with it. And they did, in terms of robots. Let's just look at the Curie, right? And other robots, such as the Orokochi and so. So the defense systems of the robots have drawn with the change of the meta in the game, but the old items, they never followed that curve. And they should have, in my opinion. So in that case, Ansel should have long become, simply gotten an upgrade to be an Aegis. Right? You sacrifice one of your precious heavy weapon slots, and in return you should get a defense system, period. You should get something, period. Because you're getting something, period, when you put a weapon on it. You're getting a weapon that will always fire. And that defense point, defense system you add to it should always defend you. Unless you're literally getting shield broken by harpoon weapons or so, right? And that's how I see it. But I know Pixonic will only consider it as an ultimate version, probably. If you're gonna get that happen as an Aegis Ansel, then it will be in form of an ultimate Aegis or Ansel shield, which, in my opinion, again, terribly wrong. Look what I did here. Two salvos killed the Daymater. That was insane. Must have been a not maxed level Daymater, I'm pretty sure. Here we're fighting the Lynx, who realizes that I can see him in his stealth. And also, Aminos comes around the corner, activates his reflector. I'm waiting with my turrets. Then I'm dropping the turrets in, nicely in the center of the open field. They lock down the Minos immediately. Also focus fire at the Lynx. Lynx goes down. Minos had some trouble with my turrets, but I think he's not dead yet. But he did lose a ton of health. And now you can see I'm going in for the attack run. And again, by the way, 19-1. Look, it looks like this again. What's going on here? That is not normal. And it's not just my Curie. My Curie is doing a big part of that, but it's not just the Curie that does that, right? So let's get the extra health out and snack the Minos and snack the Scorpion. Yeah, the Scorpion. We got it. That's right. So what else is new? Is here? 21-4 now. So we've gotten 3 deaths. Poor Ao Chun does not have stealth that works against me. Also, something I said really early when the Seeker drone was introduced, I don't think any drone should provide as powerful abilities as a all-time quantum radar. That is just insane. A quantum radar is something you have for a short duration typically, where you can maybe counter a Lynx attack for a second, but the next Lynx attack he will be able to rely on his stealth again. That's how it should be, not that you can literally have a all-time active quantum radar among 3 other powerful bonuses just passively from a drone. It just shows what's wrong with war robots, where certain items come into the game taking over so much of the gameplay and providing so much power that you basically end up with something twice as powerful as before, just from one additional element you add, of which, by the way, there are multiple ones. Titans, battleships, drones, pilots, all of these elements add so much game-breaking power to a certain setup that the end is just, it's a different universe from just looking at a robot fighting a robot, which this game is supposed to be about, right? Just on a side note, but yeah, so you see we've jumping, in the end here we're jumping into the Titan for a few seconds, doing 1 or 2 quick kills. I'm showing you this that you have an idea of what I've done with the Curie and what I have done with the Titan, and that you can judge the damage. Full disclosure, I did kill a Newton Titan also that I'm skipping here because he spawned in late and it took a little while. But yeah, 9 million damage, ladies and gents. That is crazy. So, what do you think about the old Cryptic Redeemers putting some holes in the enemy? Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Manni signing off.